Hi, my name is Maria.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome to Bulldog Bias. So this we'll talk about round 9, AFLW Bulldogs against Richmond, which is the last game of the season for Bulldogs, unfortunately.
Sadly, yes. It's, could have been a good season.
Could have been. So I'm just gonna take you through the highlights.
And before she does that, there will be one more video. The next week we'll be doing a wrap up of the season because it's the one that could have been much better than last year. I thought the girls played. Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
definitely much better than last year. But unfortunate that not moving on to the finals.
Sadly. So in the first quarter, McLeod kicked a goal. She had an amazing mark to convert that goal.
God, yes, she did absolutely. Yeah.
And then McLeod kicked another goal with a kick on the 50 line, which I thought was pretty good.
Look, actually, the general kicking of the girls is getting better. I mean, the kicking at the positions
Like as
getting
a
better.
club or as a competition?
No, it's a competition, you know.
Yeah.
I think it needs to. It'll develop, and I think they'll get to the point where they'll be kicking the ball a lot,
I
better.
feel like people forget that men's developed in a similar fashion. Like it was pretty shitty skills to begin with, and then they developed. But I feel like the women's will develop faster because they have more.
Well, I remember there was a grand final, Fitzroy and somebody back in the 1900s, and it was like 9 goals kicked, collectively. Yeah, so you know.
Yeah, right.
Right, so,
Right.
you know.
Obviously it's a similar thing happening with the women's now. It's
Yeah.
like.
Oh, look, it's come a long way.
Men's has gone from that to this. There's no reason why women's can't.
This is the 4th year, isn't it?
5th.
5th year. Yeah, look, it's come a long way. I remember the first year. And it honestly was terrible football, and I'm not having a go at the women, but that was the first season, and since that first season, look, it's much better football. It's really good football.
You just have to trust the process.
Yep, absolutely.
So at the end of the first quarter, Bulldogs were 4 goals with 0, 24, and Richmond was 1 goal, 0 with 6.
I know, we're in front.
Yeah, I know. In the second quarter, Bulldogs was 5 goals, 0 was 30, and Richmond was 2 goals, 1 was 13, so not really a lot happened.
No, it was an uninspiring second quarter.
Yeah, in the third, we kicked 3 goals, not 3 goals, 3 behinds, so 5 goals, 3, Richmond was 4 goals, 2 with 26, so that was kind of close.
It was a good quarter of football actually. Yeah, enjoyed it.
And in the fourth quarter, Lamb kicked a banana to make a goal.
Yeah, it was a very nice kick from Lamb. Yes,
Banana, that was
she
great.
did well.
Then there was 2 good goal, and then there was another 2 good goal after the siren.
She was too good for him.
So yeah.
If the commentators can make the pun, so can I.
Okay, Western Bulldogs at the end of full time, West Bulldogs was 7 goals 3 with 25, Richmond was 5 goals 2 with 32.
Yeah, I think we needed to win by 25 goals to make up the percentage difference, wasn't it?
I forgot, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a big percentage difference.
But we needed other teams to lose. We had to win, but we needed other teams to lose too. So.
By big margins. Which is a shame. I mean, yeah. Look, all the girls played well. It was a really good game, and credit to them all. They beat Richmond, and
well, it's nice to finish off with a win.
yeah, it's always good to finish off with a win. And but yeah, I think it gives us a lot of hope for next year.
Yep. So player stats, disposals. Lamb and Lachlan got 23 each.
Nice games, yeah.
Lachlan got 17 kicks.
Nice.
Yeah. Handballs. Blackburn and Lamb were tied with 10.
Okay.
Marks Lachlan got 5.
Not yet.
Yep.
Good effort.
Head-outs, Moody got 14. And tackles, Lamb got 7.
Okay.
Okay, so now up to team stats. So disposals, Bulldogs got 238 and Richmond got 211.
Nice.
Kicks, Bulldogs got 142, Richmond got 127.
Nice again.
Nice again. Handballs, we got 96, they got 84.
Yeah, nice again.
Free kicks, we thatched it. We got 24, they got 12.
That's unusual. Very unusual. Yeah, we won the free kicks for a change.
Clearances, we got 22, they got 23.
That's not good.
It's only one difference, man.
I know, still. Don't like losing to Richmond.
It's one. Shut up.
In any area.
It's just one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, inside 50s, we got 32, they got 24.
Yeah, what would be interesting is to see what the season inside 50s were, because I felt we got a lot of ball in the inside 50, but not always capitalised.
I know.
You know?
I
Yeah.
know. Sounds like the men's.
Not this year.
No, this is a different year though, but like previous years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marks inside 50, we got 13, they got 6.
Good.
Contested possessions, we got 107, they got 100.
Oh, so no wonder we won the game.
Oh god, I'm just based on that. Tackles, we got 58, Richmond got 48.
48, yeah.
And hit-outs, we got 28, Richmond got 26. And we had no injuries.
Which is good.
Our only major injury for the year was Barry with the ACL.
ACL, yeah. It's a shame that.
Before we get to the fruits, I have some questions.
Yes.
So, basic question, what can we do better next season?
I think the entries into the forward line is where the improvement needs to come. I think that in the midfield they fight really hard. Got some really good inside mids. Got to get some run on the outside. I thought their defence was pretty good though. They, quite a few games they stood up. Lynch and Brown towards the end of the season played some really, really good games. But I think the outside run and the forward entries into the 50 is where the improvement's got to come.
What could we have done better to make the top 6 this season?
One more game. The two things I just mentioned before, we need to improve on. Entries into the forward line. There was a couple of games where we kept peppering, but it went straight to opposition, and you can't do that.
And how would you rate this season out of 10?
If you look at last season and compare it to this season, it's a 9 out of 10. I think last season, the Dogs I finished on the bottom last season, didn't we?
I think so. We didn't have many last season, to be honest.
Didn't we? Yeah. This year, look, they had a red hot go. You can't. I think it's only one game really you can say they got murdered, but every other game they really tried hard and put in, never gave up. So you got to reward that. So I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, it would have been 10 out of 10 if we made the finals.
Yeah. What? I don't know. It's like only 9 rounds. It's a very short season, especially compared to the men's. When do you think we could have a full 23-week season?
Good question. Look, the thing is, it's still in its infancy.
Obviously, yeah.
Travel does cost. I mean, that's a big expense for clubs. I'm only guessing, but we're probably a few years away from it. I'd say another 3 or 4 years before we start really looking at expanding the comp and making it bigger.
Yeah, because what I'd like to see is obviously you need to bring all the teams in, because we still don't have the 18 teams like AFL does. AFLW, I don't know how many teams are in AFLW.
The other thing you got to remember too, the girls aren't professional, and all the time off work that's involved as well. It's really difficult.
Yeah, so AFL, there's only 14 teams in AFLW, so it's like they're missing 4 teams. Yeah,
look, it'll develop. It'll develop.
But it's like what I'd like to see is have the same amount of teams, obviously 18 teams, and then have the women's be played before the men's, like they do in Big Bash League. Like they have the Renegades women's play before the Renegades men's team.
Yeah, that'd be nice actually.
I'd like to see that.
I think, honestly, I think it'll happen one day. It's just a matter of, you've got to give the competition time to develop. The girls are going to become professional first, and that's a difficult process. I don't think even in England that the women's soccer is professional. It's semi-professional. I could be wrong on that, but there's a long way to go, I think, before we get to that point.
Yeah. I just like to see that in the future. That's something
That'd be nice. Yes.
I'm hoping to see. So, votes.
Here we go. The votes.
Yes, I gave Lamb 3 votes.
I gave Lamb 3 votes as well. Yes.
Wait for my votes. Let me do my votes.
I'll do your votes
first. Relax. So I gave Lamb 3 votes. Gave Lachlan 2 votes, just because I feel like she had a lot of the stats, and I feel like she had a lot of play in the game. But I feel like with Lamb, with the goals, I feel like
that's fair. Cool.
I had to give 3 votes to Lamb, and then 1 with Blackburn. She had input, but not as big a stardom.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'd agree with those votes. They were my votes too.
Okay. Okay, so for our best and fairest,
We've tallied up the votes.
I'm going to go from bottom to top.
Okay, go for it.
Because I want the big reveal at the end. Okay, so George.
I think everybody knows.
Okay, shut up. So number 8 is Georgia Stathis with 3 votes.
Look, she had a good season, first year player. I'm expecting big things from her next year.
Lynch is 7th with 4 votes.
Look, played really solid.
I feel like she got better as the season went by. I feel like if she was maybe more consistent, she probably would have got more votes.
Yep.
Number 6 is Too Good with 5 votes.
Yeah, look, she had one of those seasons where she played.
Sort of she wasn't consistent. She had good games and bad games.
As we all do. Yeah.
Anyway, number 5 is Fitzgerald with 6 votes.
Yeah, good season. Good season. She really contributed, yeah.
She was like an instant star.
Pretty much.
Number 4 is Lachlan with 8.
With 8, again, a good season from Lachlan.
She came more dominant as the season went past.
She certainly
I
did.
feel like she's amazing. I love her. Number 3 is Huntington with 17.
Yeah, look, she played well. And I think, with better delivery into the forward line, she'll get more goals next year because she. I can't. Every time I saw her flying against 2 to 3 players, they really knew they were going for Huntington. So once they get the delivery into the forward line sorted out, I reckon she'll be getting more goals for sure.
Our runner-up is Lamb with 22.
A good season again. I mean, look,
Lamb was great.
She was so consistent all year.
Right? I know. I love her. I love all the girls.
She missed out on the votes a few times, but it's not because she didn't play well. It was just there was so many. Some games very even amongst all of them. Yeah. And the winner.
And the winner is Blackburn with 33.
So moving forward, we're naming this after the first winner. It's the Blackwell Medal.
Blackburn.
Oh, Blackburn, sorry. Blackburn Medal. I got that wrong. Yes.
You always get it wrong, anyway.
Yeah.
So the Blackburn medal goes to Blackburn.
So, well done. Yeah. Good season. Led from the front, you couldn't ask for more than that. So awesome.
I feel like you couldn't have a better captain in your team.
That's true. You couldn't.
Yep, so that is it. We have one video coming in next week for the review.
The review, the season review.
Season review. And that'll be a loss for the women's until next season. But yeah.
Well, guys.
See you next time.
See you next time. Have a good one.